Oh no, I guess it's still spinning.
Yeah,
God, you gotta love Fairhope Wi-Fi.
I know.
Okay, there we are. Yay!
We're finally live.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Southern Twist on Thursday morning. My name is Brenda,
And I'm Eebie.
and we are coming to you live from Fairhope, Alabama, where it's a little gloomy today.
Oh, gloomy.
I think it's supposed to rain. Do you
Yeah.
love that we give you the weather report every time we do this? Somebody else said that to me. I like that you always tell us about the weather. So it's like we don't have anything else to do. And you know, the good thing about telling the weather is you have 50% chance you're right.
Absolutely. And you can always come in here where it is dry.
Right.
And
Oh,
knit with us.
absolutely.
And sun and bright. So
And
you can
sunny
see
and
all
bright,
your
yeah,
knitting.
so you don't have to. So we
Exactly.
are so happy to be here, and Eebie's back, and it's much nicer to do this when I have you with me, other than
Thank
doing
you.
it by myself. It's not nearly as much fun to talk into a camera by yourself. But anyway, we are so glad you're here, and we have some things to talk about and to share with you. Bear with me just a minute. I'm going to try to see if we can find out our comments here, if we get
So we
people,
can see
if
you.
anybody's coming up here. There we go.
While she's doing that, I got to tell you about the top I'm wearing. This was New Collie, which we cast on, Cecilia and I cast this on way back in the fall. And just a super fun little pattern, which I highly recommend. I made a few modifications. Fancy that, I always do. But I was thinking that might be something that I could do as
and that was
how to modify patterns.
Right, and that's really good as a knit along too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Cecilia did. We
Right.
posted Cecilia's
Hers has been up
when
there.
she did hers
Hers
earlier.
is green if you're looking through old pictures.
Okay.
But she did a beautiful job. But I highly recommend this pattern. It's lots of fun.
Okay, just bear with. I know we're here, but I think our camera gave out on us, so we're going to go back here a minute.
We're still down there live.
Oh, we're down there live.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're still down there live.
Well, good. And I'm trying to see if we can see your comments, and for some reason I'm not able to see that, so we'll just go back here where we can. But anyway, so we're glad you're here. We're going to talk about some up and coming things and some things we're doing on our own that we want to bring into the shop and share with you.
Right.
We have springtime is here.
Absolutely.
And you could just look at my car and know that it's like little splotches of pollen.
And if you look under my fingernails, there's dirt from digging in my garden.
Yeah, she's better than I am. I don't dig in gardens.
I love digging in my garden.
No, that's not my thing. I tried. I thought I was a gardener, and I
didn't make it. No,
not my thing. Anyway, so show us what you've got. So Eebie started a class.
I started a class yesterday. I'm so proud of
it. Class and a knit along. It's actually will be a knit along.
Absolutely. After today, I'll become a knit along. It is such a super cool. Y'all have seen the advertisement, did in the newsletter and stuff. This was Ruby Tuesday. And I want y'all to see how interesting this cast on is. We cast on here, and then you do some little short rows, and these are going to create a fitted neckline, even though it's a neck down in the round. Believe it or not, this is the shoulder seam. And so today, my ladies are going to cast on the other side for the back of the neck, and then you'll be able to put it on and try it on. And then while I was gone, look what I found in the shop. Are those not the stinkingest, cutest things?
Talked about those last
I know
week.
you did, but I didn't see them. I had to put them on my knitting.
They are the best. They are the best. And people are loving them. And we got a bunch of them in, and
there's not that many.
There's not that many left. People were buying them like crazy. I
had to hunt for my pink sunglasses.
I think I may have to
they're adorable.
Search for some more.
They're really
and get
super
some
cute.
More. Yeah.
They're
and
really
you know
cute.
what I like about these stitch stoppers? Besides they're cute, they make your knitting fun.
They feel pretty secure.
They stay very secure. As a matter of fact, we do have some of our customers that are saying I can't get them off. So, but you know, no, they don't protect against your puppy dog chewing on them like the others do.
No,
but they are fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And I'm afraid puppy dogs might actually like them. So I would keep them away from your puppies and your kitties that like to play with them, because they're going to chew them up.
Oh, absolutely.
Before I forget too, I'm gonna say to this right now. You know, we have Granny Squares galore on our calendar for next week on Tuesday. Unfortunately, Lynn is not well, and we are going to have to postpone that class. So either Eebie or I will be calling you, whoever,
Right.
if you signed up for that
Right.
class, a little bit later. So we'll be taking that off right now and postponing it to a later date so we can get her well and get her
Absolutely,
back
we
in
need her
here.
well.
Yeah,
She said she doesn't feel good.
no, she started out with a cold and then it went into pneumonia and now
Pneumonia.
she's tested positive for COVID. And so
Poor
she just needs
baby.
to rest and we're going to give her that chance. So
Yes.
we're going to postpone that class for now and we'll be in touch with you if you have signed up for a class with Lynn for the next couple of days. So get better, Lynn, if you're watching us.
Yes.
We miss you here in the
We
store.
do.
So you all know, and speaking of Lynn, I want to talk
Yeah.
about this class because this is something that I'm looking forward to
Oh,
doing.
absolutely. I'm signed up.
And you know that we have it a beginning steeking, and so this is our little basket kind of to show you. When I talked to Lynn and Eebie about this, Eebie was like, I don't know if I really want to do it, but Lynn jumped on it and she went with it.
She did.
And she said, you know, we could do a mug koozie because the first time you steek, you don't want to do a whole big, beautiful
Correct.
colorwork
Absolutely not.
sweater and then cut it when you don't know what you're doing. So Lynn came up with this adorable little
Super cute.
koozie that goes on your teacup. And I'm going to show it to you a little bit here. So this is her prototype that she knit.
And that's the finished one.
And it was adorable. And
Really
she really did a nice job. And you can see in her right here, this is where the cameras always go backwards for me. So where this is where you knit in your little place where you're going to steek. And then she did her little crocheted piece on here where you have to crochet down to hold your stitches into place.
Right.
So she did that. And we have a video. We're going to be posting her video. She did a video of her cutting. That'll be on our YouTube channel, and I'll probably put it on Facebook too. And then this is actually the finished product. So isn't that just adorable? And I have be posting on social media a little thing. So this is what the idea of the teacup cozy or coffee mug, whatever you want to call it, is so that you can wrap this around your coffee cup or your teacup. I don't know about you, but I thought about this with your mom's cups because your mom has handleless mugs and sometimes they're too hot to touch. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
to use on that? And I'm going to try it on mine at home. If you were at our spring retreat last year, some of you may have purchased some of her mugs with the lid, and this would be really great because sometimes
and
those
others
are
of
too
you
hot.
got them for free because you came to the retreat.
I know. So if you look, you can see what Lynn did is when she picked up and did the stitches for her button band, which is what you would do on a sweater, is she put a little buttonhole in there and she attached a little button so that you can fit it around the handle.
Right.
So this is what we're going to do for our beginning steeking class. Lynn said she learned a lot, that it was not as easy as she thought it would be, and she's a pretty clever girl.
She is,
so,
absolutely.
You're going to learn a lot from this class. So I hope you'll sign up for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know I'm setting some time aside because I want to see and do it. And I'm actually going to try to get my koozie knit.
And depending on how she's feeling, we might push it back.
But but stay tuned. We're going to leave it where it is right now.
Right.
You do have the only requirements. There's only one requirement that you have to do to take this. You must know how to knit in the round. We're not going to teach you how to do that. And you should color work. If you can't do the color work, it's okay. We'll help you through that because it's only 2 colors. But
and you have to buy your yarn from us.
And you do have to buy your yarn. And we will have small kits of this as soon as we know who's going to sign up. So you're not going to have to buy a whole skein. It's just 2 colors, and it takes, I think, about 20 grams of each color.
She used like these 2.
Right. So those are the 2 colors. And you don't want to use real expensive yarn. We've got some yarn that we've got set aside here. Should be all wool. You do not want to use any kind of cottons or any blends. The Barocco vintage, if it would work as okay, but we need something that has more wool. And if you can have non-superwash wool, it's actually better, but not necessary. So don't forget about that. So look at the class and sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you're going to learn something.
Absolutely. I'm expecting for Lynn to teach me something new.
I'm excited about it because I've always been interested in steeking, but I've always been a little afraid of it. So, okay, moving right along. So I also want to talk to you about the assigned pooling. So I finished.
She's been having so much fun, y'all.
And this intrigued me, and I finished it.
It looks really cool.
Here, let me undo it. So I ended up.
Isn't that neat?
With I put a little bit of a lace on the end. I called this the anemone scarf because these things remind me of little sea anemones. I'm a water girl. I'm a Pisces, and I'm also a scuba diver, certified scuba diver. So that's what these remind me of is
Yeah.
certified or as sea anemones. And I put a little lace on it. So when I was telling Eebie, when I started doing the lace, it's very organic.
It's organic.
I had a pattern in mind. Well, then you run into your little assigned pooling little anemones here.
Right.
And you have to do them because it would look odd.
Yep.
And they throw off your lace
Lace.
pattern. So I said, oh, it just looks very organic to me.
Yeah,
So
I love it.
we have yarn coming in. We do have
Yes.
yarn in the shop for this, but we
Right.
do have yarn coming in from Dream and Color has
Mhm.
specifically dyed yarn for assigned pooling. I hope you'll sign up for it. It's
Right.
going to be a
She's
lot of
gonna
fun.
lead that class.
I
It's not
will.
really. It's more of a
It's going to be
knit-along.
more of a knit along. I'm just going
Right.
to show you the little technique to make the anemones if you
Right.
choose that.
And you probably did this in what, a week and a half, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Fast. It's one skein.
One skein, which
One
is
skein.
awesome.
And you can do it longer. I mean, you could do it in 2 skeins and make it an actual wrap.
Sure.
Eebie said, okay, how are you going to wear that? Because
Yeah,
that looks
I
kinda weird.
did. I did. I was like, it's unusual shape.
So it is an unusual shape. I didn't know what I was doing. I just decided to knit it. And so I just took one of the holes in the bottom.
And
ran
look
it
how
through.
cute. So it's a decoration.
Yeah. So, and it's interesting because it's
Right.
very different. So
Right.
anyway, I hope you'll sign up for it. It's going to be a lot of fun and we're going to learn together and we'll just do a little knit along. It's a 1 skein project, very much social knitting.
Absolutely.
Nothing
of fun.
required but needles and a skein of yarn.
Right.
No stitch markers are needed,
Mhm.
no anything.
Mhm.
And maybe
Right.
scissors if you want to cut your yarn, but you don't even have to do that. No ends to weave in.
Right.
It's perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect for a 1 skein thing and
Right.
fun.
And-
So we'll, as soon as
Yep.
we get that yarn in, we'll let you know.
Right.
I know it has shipped yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it should hopefully
Yeah.
will be here by the first part of next week.
Well, I'm adding a new pattern to our calendar. I don't know if y'all have you ever done or seen any of Dando's patterns? She does a super
Oh,
cool.
our friend Mary does a
Yes,
lot of them.
she does.
I
And
have
this will be
one.
my third.
Yeah.
I love her patterns.
I've done 3.
They're well written. They are perfect for Southern living.
Yeah, they are.
They
and I'm
are
actually doing one,
perfect.
a crocheted one right now
Yes,
that I
they're
hopefully will
perfect.
finish soon.
This, believe it or not, it's not fitted. You're not going to have to do a swatch or anything.
Right.
Not like Ruby Tuesday, which we had to swatch. This pattern is going to be just lightweight fun. This will be social knitting. It will be a knit along. I'm going to start it probably like the 23rd or something like that.
something
I don't
like
remember the exact date. But we'll go ahead. This is super fun. Come in, choose your yarn. I'm going to show you some of the options that I found perusing in the shop. Damask would be awesome because you're going to want to use a DK weight yarn. Her pattern was actually written for holding 2 fine yarns together, but why, So we're going to use a DK weight yarn in the damask, which is a linen blend. It's just 100% linen, 100%. I've used this. I absolutely adore that. The other fun yarn I thought would be super cool is the Flora by Judy Long.
Oh yeah, that would be cute.
It would be great. Cotton. I mean, it would just, and it's soft. I mean, you would just hardly feel like you had anything on, when you were wearing your little top.
So you said DK weight, right?
Yep.
So you could use Luma too.
Absolutely. You could
Luma
use
would
Luma.
work as well.
Mhm.
Luma is a nice blend. I'm
Yep.
getting ready to cast on Luma.
Kakagori
Oh, another
would be
great.
gorgeous.
Kakagori is such a great useful
It
yarn.
really is. I've used it again. And Spree. We have this cool blue Spree.
Yes, and I just got a message from Barocco, and I didn't have time to read it because I had an appointment this morning. But they have a new pattern out using Spree.
Yes, I saw it.
And it is
I saw it. It is
so
really cute.
So I've got to
Yep.
investigate that a little bit more too.
But if you really want just a neutral, in the Sammy, which is 100% cotton, this stuff is lovely. Just 2 neutral colors. You could do your Dando
That's such
top in
great
this.
cotton too.
You could wear this with anything.
Yeah,
Absolutely anything.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
please join me. It's a knit along. It's not hard. All you need to do knits, pearls, yarn overs. I mean, super
Yeah,
fun.
because we want you to come back into the shop. We've
Yeah,
been missing a lot
we
of
really
you,
have.
and
really have.
not necessarily to sign up for a class, but just
Right.
sign up to come in here and sit and
Right.
stitch with us. And the living room is always open.
Yep.
And the table is available as long as there's not a class.
Right.
We need to give our people that sign up and for classes a little bit of privacy now and then so that they can actually learn what you're trying to teach them. So we want you to do that.
Right.
Our stitch and sips, don't forget Wednesday mornings. The shop is always available. You can come in and sit
Right.
and stitch
Mhm.
with us. If one of us have time, we'll sit down and with you and stitch
Absolutely.
with you as well.
Absolutely.
And also our stitch and Sip After Hours is this evening. We are
Tonight.
going
It's
to
gonna be fun.
Locals. We do have room for one more.
Right.
So if you haven't signed up, get in and sign it up right now and try to do it. Let's see, what time is it? Try to do it before 1 because I have to call and give them a final count. So we've been having a lot of fun going to different venues around Fairhope and,
Yeah, Locals is good
and
burgers.
stitching in the out in the open.
Yeah.
So we talked last week about the new yarn that we have from Cowgirl
It's
Blues.
really pretty. I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
You know, I just got to
It's
see it
really
yesterday
nice
when
and
I got
squishy.
here.
We've got
It's
some
nice.
lots of fun things coming up for we have arts and crafts. Don't forget
Right.
it will be coming up.
Right. Arts and
So we're
crafts.
working on maybe a little something
Right.
to have a surprise and get some kits put together.
Right.
So
We're
watch
working
for
on that. Yeah.
Also, Local Yarn Store Day is coming up at the end of April, and we're really excited that Knit Sisu, Jill with Knit Sisu, will be back here with us, and we've got some fabulous yarn
Yes.
and
I can't wait.
a new custom colorway that we're going to be using with Creo. Kristen is out of Chicago, so I'm excited. It's going to be gorgeous. I've seen the sneak peek of the colors that she's putting together. So she's also going to be doing a trunk show with us for that weekend.
That's
so
gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah,
it's gonna
so
be
it's
a busy, fun weekend.
busy, fun weekend. And of course, in
Yes.
May we celebrate 4 years of business. Woohoo!
Woo!
So
All right.
we've got lots coming up
We do.
before the summertime hits, and we want to get you started with some projects so that when you're spending
Definitely.
those lazy days this summer, you've got some knitting projects. So
Absolutely. So come join me with this. Super easy, super fun.
absolutely, it's going
You'll
to be
be
a lot of
wearing
fun.
this. You can wear that. You'll be wearing this by June.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
This is
Dando's
easy.
patterns
Public knitting.
are public knitting,
Public
and they're
knitting.
fun. So
Come
come
join
in and
me.
see us. Come see it. We hope to see you. We miss you all, and we'll look forward to seeing you. And again, watch for that Granny Squares. We'll be finding a time that's suitable, and we'll be rescheduling that. And thank you for your understanding on that. Hope you all have a wonderful day,
Come see
and
us.
come and see us.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
everybody.